Hello and welcome to Lunar Soul Tarot. I'm Ali, and today we're doing pick a card reading for what change and transformations do you need to make at the moment. So we're just going to, I've been shuffling, so I'm just going to pick a significator for each of the three readings. And then you can choose from those. But before we start, what I will say about transformation is, and change, of course, it's a constant. We do it all the time. Sometimes we do it, or we change and adjust without even realising, and other times we do it less willingly, or we just don't quite feel like it quite so much. So, but it's looking at what you need to change right now. So, number one was the butterfly, and with the butterfly, we have the Seven of Swords. So, number two was the egg, and with the egg, we have the Judgment. And number three was the anvil, and for that we have the Six of Pentacles. So I'll just show you these cards a bit closer so you can see them better. This is the Wisdom Seekers Tarot, and it's one of the ones I like a lot. It's more in the sort of style of the Marseille deck. So although you've got these lovely sort of architectural buildings in the background, they're not, the pictures aren't quite as leading as they are in the Rider-Waite decks. So, and I was trained with the Marseille deck donkeys years ago. This is the Judgment card. And I sometimes find them a lot easier to use because there we go, so we can see that now, and that's the Six of Pentacles. So have a look at those and make a choice. If you're drawn to more than one, it's quite okay to pick more than one. There might be more than one thing you need to change, adjust or transform. So in which case you can select more than one. If there's one in particular you're drawn to and you think, yep, that's it, great. So go with that. I'll put the timestamps will be in the description, so you can go straight to that if you want to. Okay. So let's start the readings. So welcome to reading one. So reading one, on the first on the page we had the butterfly. So, and the butterfly is about transformation, as are all the symbols on the pick a card reading, but it's about particular transformation, and what it recommends is so you're renewing from a particular state to go to another state. So effectively what the butterfly does is it transforms itself by literally sort of breaking itself down cell by cell in its cocoon. So it almost sort of like putrefies, if you like, or liquefies. So, and in fact, and then it builds itself up again, cell by cell, and comes out as this beautiful creature. And in fact, it even comes out the other way round. So the eyes are formed at the base of the old caterpillar, and the legs turn round as well. The whole thing just turns round, but it does it with very little effort or to do. So I'm going to pull some cards out because we're going to ask some more questions. So, and for number one, it's what you actually need to change. I beg your pardon, that's my cat. So I think she stopped howling now. Yeah, so where was I? Number one. So it's what do you actually need to change, okay? Or what is about to transform for you. So number two is any blocks or things that might slow it down. Number three is what help you get from the people around you if you need it, or from your locale if you like. And number four is what's available from the universal spirit. So no, sorry, I'm not saying no to you, I'm saying no to the cat, and she's not listening to me, so I will just carry on. There we go. So number five is help from beyond your normal area. Number six is the general outcome, and then we will have some oracle cards to clarify. So let's go back to the Seven of Swords. So the Seven of Swords, swords are about mental energy and the mind, if you like, on a intellectual level. And there she goes again. Thank you, Princess. So, and with the seven, it's you're balancing. We have the three of the macrocosm. So that's the universe, or if you like, the Trinity, Father, Son, Holy Ghost, mind, body, spirit. So this area represents the sort of heavenly aspect, and then the four is the earthly aspect. So, and it's the trick with the seven is balancing the two. So if you think in a certain way, it's a bit like having one foot in the water and one foot on the ground. So so what you need to do in general to get yourself ready for this transformation is to get that balanced in your mind. So, or get yourself ready for it mentally. So let's have a look at number one. So which is what do I need to change or transform? And this is the King of Pentacles. So, and the King of Pentacles is in charge of all your earthly resources. So what you need to do is to invoke or take on the qualities of the King of Pentacles to get your resources, your earthly resources, in order. So that means, it means money, yes, of course, because Pentacles represent the sort of wealth or the abundance that the earth gives us. It also means on the physical level, it means getting yourself ready physically. So you want to be looking after yourself and keeping yourself in good physical condition. So that might mean just taking a break and having a rest. It might also mean doing some exercise and getting out on your horse and trotting around your estate and looking rather gorgeous. Let's have a look at him. I think he looks lovely. So there's our King of Pentacles. So this is interesting because we have mind, if you like, and we have body. So what is blocking you? So we have the Six of Swords. And actually, what this is saying at the moment is not much, okay? You just need to get everything in balance and in place to be able to move forward. So, and then you can move forward slowly. With the sort of butterfly energy, it is a big transformation, but it's not like sort of going through, if you think with the swan, the sort of, you start off with your ugly duckling, and then sort of when the spring comes, the ugly duckling gets its lovely white feathers and becomes a beautiful swan. With the butterfly, there's a little bit more going on, even if it's within the cocoon, if you like. So on a spiritual level, you've got a lot more to take on board, and you're ready for it, absolutely. It's just getting your mindset right, okay? And while you're getting your mindset right, you can also get the practical side and the earthly side in order. So it isn't telling me yet what it is you need to change or transform, but because this is a generic reading, I'm not going to focus on that too much. It's more about what you need to do to be able to do this. So help from your friends or your locale, if you like. So we have the Prince of Wands, and the Prince of Wands is messages. He is also, or in some case she, of course, is also the childlike stage of growth, and so this is new spiritual growth, but this is a fire energy, so it's growth that's going to happen on quite a creative level, but not, it might be something new that you're learning. It might also just be new things or information you're getting from other people around you, which helps. And so spirit, universe is presenting as the Hanged Man. And again, this kind of reflects what I've said over here, that you need to get yourself into a space where everything is balanced and you can just like physically and mentally prepare yourself and be calm. We have, I quite like the Hangman. I always find him amusing. Maybe that's just me being sort of bizarre, if you like, but a hangman is hanging upside down, and it's self-sacrifice, okay? It's not something that's been done to him. if you like. It's something that he has chosen to do. So he's getting himself, so in fact we have sort of mind, we have body, and we have spirit here, which is fantastic. So effectively what it's saying is once you get these in place, you will then get the, this will naturally fall into place too. And you can then sort of just let yourself transform naturally. And in fact, I'm just sort of thinking about back to the butterfly. This is exactly how the caterpillar hangs from its cocoon. So it's reflecting the natural process of it happening. So it's not saying it's going to be awkward at all. So here's help from the outside if you wish for it. And this is lovely. So we have our Princess of Cups, and so emotionally it's quite a youthful energy, but it's a very happy and a very peaceful one. So it's not showing any sort of awkwardness in this transformation coming through. It's almost sort of like you go to bed and then you wake up next morning and think, oh wow, there's been a shift, something like that. Okay. And again, so your transformation is not going to be a complete renewal, but it will be very refreshing. And again, you might get messages through. So I'm looking down here, and what I'm getting through is the messages you will get will come through very gently and very sort of, maybe you'll be daydreaming and you'll suddenly think, oh yes, oh, I should have thought of that before. Or it's not a great epiphany. It's just a nice, gentle, sort of like a realization. So, and then finally down here, we have the Queen of Pentacles. So, and looking at the bigger cards in this area, I think what it's saying is you're preparing yourself to make way for a change or adaptation to your physical world. And I guess to a degree that reflects back to the butterfly in a sense, because we have our King of Pentacles and our Queen of Pentacles, which is a lovely energy. And this lady is like sort of, she's like the salt of the earth, if you like. She's very well balanced. And this is kind of what you're going to become if you're looking to develop in a relationship. I would say that you need to step back and take some time away and then go back and reassess. If we're looking at a transformation to your sort of general life and physical world, then you're going to move on and move up financially. okay? You'll be given better resources. So whatever you're doing, so I'm not getting the sort of new thing happening here. I'm just seeing it progressing and getting better. So, and I think we will have, let's choose, let's have one of our wisdom oracles to verify. And let's pop those over there and see if I can shuffle these. It's a really nice, sort of gentle and fresh energy to this. So whatever sort of adaptation, transformation you are going through, once you actually sort of settle into it and get your head round it, it's going to happen very naturally. So, and it's going to move you on from, thank you, Princess. Come on, there's a good girl. Come on, off the table. There's a good girl. Lovely. Princess approves. There you go. It's going to move you into a much more reliable and safer. No, you can sit on my lap. Okay, thank you. Sorry. It will bring you into a much more reliable and comfortable situation in your life. And also you have this lovely sort of young, fresh energy here. So it looks like you're going to be opened up to new experiences and new feelings and emotions. So let's have one of these just to see. Oh, should we have that one? Milk and honey. There you go. That's beautiful. So yes, so once you get over the rainbow, you will reach the land of milk and honey. I can't think of anything lovelier. So do get your head or your mind balanced and be confident about moving forward. And also just get your general life in order. You know, if you need to do your tax returns, do your tax returns. If you need to pay some bills, pay those bills. It's all part of opening the gateway to this new, comfortable and pleasant transition. So I hope this has been of help to you, and if you are interested in learning, I do have some lessons in the channel, and I should have said when I introduced myself, thank you to the guys who are subscribing to me, and welcome back. To those who haven't been here before, hello, and it's really nice to have you on board. You can subscribe, like, etc. Leave me a comment. Comments are really helpful, provided they're constructive, because it lets me know what kind of readings you want to hear, etc. So, and I tend to sort of work with a lot with kind of more sort of nature spirits and animals and that kind of thing. Occasionally work a bit with angels, but it's not really something I'm that experienced with. For me, it's animals and nature. So thank you so much for joining me, and I'll see you in another reading. Welcome to reading, and thanks for joining me. If you reading that you selected, was that camera? Ooh, that's it. It's our judgment card, right? And just a few words first about the egg. So the egg is about is very much about new beginnings. So somewhere in your life you've got something very new happening, something very fresh, and this has got a sort of element of purity to it, if you like, which is, I think, lovely with the Judgment card, because the Judgment, I suppose, is known as the wake-up call. So what the Judgment card is saying is that you need to kind of be aware and be awoken to this new start or this fresh happening that's happening in your life. So and the egg is also very much a symbol of luck and creation itself. So what it's saying is that something quite unique is coming in for you on a particular level. So let's have a look at what that is. I've set my questions here. So, and I'm going to split the deck. I didn't do that very well, did I? Never mind. Here we go. That's all right. We'll do it like that. So number one is what do I need to change or transform? So, and I would say with the Judgment card, it's maybe you might be alert to whatever it is at the moment, you might not. So let's carry on with this. So number two is what blocks or hinders you. Number three is the resources you have available to you to help you through this change. Number four is what the universe can bring in or spirit can bring in for you or is asking you to do. Number five is outside help that is available to you. And number six is the general outcome. So let's walk ourselves through this. So, Eight of Cups. So what this suggests is there is something, and we've got this lovely sort of boat scene behind us. I do like these cards. I think they've got a sort of fresh, quite a fresh look to them. So we have our Eight Cups. We also have our doorway here, which is beaming light. And we have the sea behind us with all these ships. And the Eight of Cups is very much about moving away from something. So what this is saying is you need to wake up and move away from some kind of emotional situation in your life. So the doorway's flung open, the opportunity's there, and the wind is in the right direction at the moment. And you will be going, not literally, but you will be moving to fresher emotional territory, because this is about emotion, and it's also about spirit as well. So it will take you away from something that's been blocking you for a while. And I'm very much getting, it's like, you know, it reminds me of years ago when I was at school, and we used to have, in those days, transistor radios, and you could time the radio to come on to wake you up, so that you could just sort of hop out of bed and get on with that and move on with that journey. So with a fresh mind, and off you go. So so that's the kind of energy I've got. So Five of Pentacles, so is what's kind of holding you back. So, and the Five of Pentacles is, and that's quite interesting here, because we've got these sort of fives going up these steps to this doorway, and on this one the doorway's open now, so they're not going to block your way. But Five of Pentacles classically means that you feel slightly shut out and isolated from the rest of the world as such. It's a card of resources. It's like you're feeling slightly impoverished by the general situation. And you don't necessarily have to be. This is what it's saying, okay? So I think that's kind of something that you have created, not necessarily sort of in your head, but maybe it's that you chose to do it that way, and you didn't want to take the resources that were being offered to you. However, I think it's a case of, you know, if that's the case, then move away, move on, all right? And that's where you will be able to rebirth. So we now have the King of Swords, and this is the resources that will, hang on, let's have a look. Yeah, this is what's going to help you. So this is outside help if you need it. So, and that means that if you need, our King of Swords, as you can see, is raising his sword and charging forward. He's a very active, and he's almost kind of blink and you'll miss him kind of thing, because he's sort of speeding through so fast. But what it's saying now is you now have, if you need assistance in moving away from whatever this is, it is there for you. So what he does is he upholds the sword of justice, he upholds the sword of law, he cuts through any red tape. it's that kind of energy. So if that's kind of what's been hindering you and holding you up to moving on or moving into your next change or transformation, it is very much the time to do it now, because he's coming in. So it could be King of Swords is like sort of king of air, king of mind. So it's somebody with high academic qualifications. If it's a person, it could be an organisation that is there to help you. So he's one of the classic professions. So he's a lawyer, he's a teacher, he's a man who has studied and focused his mind to get where he is. And that's why he can just come in and cut everything away and clear the way for you. Or this this energy can clear everything away for you. So this is what Spirit or universe is saying to you. So this is the Hierophant. So, and it looks to me like you've got an amazing opportunity right now. And so, and the Hierophant is, he's sort of like the counselor of the zodiac, of the tarot. He's head of state, he's head of church, he is head of all the wise counsel. So what Spirit or universe is saying to you right now is that you have, or you either have right now or coming in very shortly, all the assistance and all the help you need to move and wake up and take action. So, and he's providing you, if you look at him here, so in some decks you'll see him as the Pope. In the older decks he was seen as I think Jupiter. So, and Jupiter is all about expansion and providing you with the resources and the space to release. So he's helping you see your way through. So let's move up here. Oh my word. Just a few nice major cards here. And we have the Emperor. So, and the Emperor is very much in control, or should be very much in control of his situation. And he, if you like, provides for and overlooks all of the realm. So, and a good emperor will provide good resources and energy and make good decisions for his empire, and take on the responsibility or the mantle or the burden for that, to make sure everything is running properly. If he does his job well, then basically everybody benefits. So I am getting the sort of thing that you are moving away from, or making a fresh start emotionally, or with an emotional situation. So, and we've got a whole load of sort of busy energy around you. But what these cards here are saying is, this is the best opportunity you've got to do it, and there are people there to help you and support you and take you through this situation. Okay, so not only is the boat sort of coming into harbour to sort of get you on board to sail you out, but if there's any problems mentally or spiritually, or it's more sort of the mind and of the spirit, I think, than actually physically. You've got straight, clear guidance to support you into a place where you can then take over and take control and responsibility for what happens next. Because ideally, that's what we all want, is to be able to make, to build our power up, so empower ourselves. And that's what the Emperor is saying here. So let's have a look at the outcome. So now that's very interesting. So our Seven of Swords is about creating a good balance between your higher self and your lower self, or between heaven and earth. So, and this is not easy because you're balancing two different worlds, okay? But what this is saying here now is you have a much better chance to start building and start looking towards balancing that and creating that environment for yourself. There's still progress to be made at the end of it, but you will feel much stronger and much wiser at the end of this. So what the Seven of Swords also says is you will be able to defend yourself and provide for yourself at the end of this. So if this wake-up call is about making you more independent, whether it's on an emotional level or a resourceful level, that is what's going to happen. So let's just have, I will have one from the Wisdom Oracle. Just to confirm this and see what else is going on. So I'm just fascinated by this Five of Pentacles and this because it's kind of like this tower was almost leading up to that doorway. So, and for some reason there's something, whether it's money or just sort of physical, general physical resources that you felt that you couldn't leave behind, or get away from. And what it's saying is now that it's a good time for you to do that. that allows you to come in and control what's going on. Because if you look here, the Emperor is looking back over this, and he is in control of it. And that is sitting over the outcome, which is very good, I think. So wake up. So buy the book. That's one of my favourite cards from this deck. I don't know why. I just like the image of the elephants sort of going along 3 by 3, if you like. So what this is saying is and that's quite interesting because it's over the 7. And sometimes with the 7, because it's a kind of balance between 2 worlds, if you like, you can start getting sort of confused, or not deluded, but sort of you can't see the you can't always see the bigger picture. However, the Emperor here says you can, and what this says, and this is an 11, so, and I believe I'm only still learning the angel things, but I do know 11 is quite a special number, and quite an individual number in numerology. I do believe it's an angel number 2, but I don't know what it means angel-wise. But it means something quite unique and quite independent. So, and what it's saying is, if you do this, buy the book, and you don't do anything underhanded on the way, just keep to that path and keep so get in that boat and let the wind get behind you and just sail straight out. Then then you'll be on the good path. So, and what I love about this card is you've got, I guess, well, it might be mummy, it might be, but you've got the adult elephant followed by a younger elephant, and then like a little baby. So it's like you are being led. So just follow this path. And my blessings to you, because I think that's where we're finishing the reading. And I hope this has been of help to you. So remember our judgment card and our egg. It's a fresh start. So might not feel that, might feel a little bit uncomfortable as you do it, but it's a fresh start. And once you set sail, you're going to be fine. You're going to get the advice you need. You're going to get the support you need. You'll be championed, and at the end of it, you will be finding a new balance, a new perspective on life. So, reading 2, thank you very much, and I'm going to pull it to a close now. So I do hope to see you in another reading, and thank you for those who subscribe to me, and if it's your first time here, hello. and I hope to see you all again. Thank you. Bye. Hello, and welcome to reading 3. And if you chose reading 3, on the title page, it was the anvil. So, and this is the 6 of Pentacles. So, and a word about the anvil in transformation and change. So, and if you like, the blacksmith is kind of, in myth and legend, the blacksmith is kind of the magician, or the natural magician, because what he does is he takes a piece of metal, a piece of ore, and he melts it down, shapes it, and refashions it into a sword or whatever it is, a horseshoe. But generally, we're speaking swords. And a sword is a very significant it has its own symbolism. So the blacksmith is very much in charge and in control of what he's changing and what he's transforming. So what this is telling me is, initially, that you are creating and making your own adjustments, changes and alterations to your life, to your world, and to your spiritual world too. Now the 6 of Pentacles, which I pulled out as a significator for this, 6 of Pentacles is a card of kind of benevolence, if you like, because the 6s represent harmony and balance, and that's harmony and balance of two opposites attracting. So in terms of, it's not duality, because it's more than one thing coming together to create a pathway through which sort of energy, spirit can interact. And in this case, with the Pentacles, it's talking about earthly resources. So it's about bringing something in, resource-wise. It's almost sort of like manifesting. So I guess what I'm trying to say, in a very long-winded way, is that you are manifesting or bringing about the change that is coming into your life. So let's have a look. So number 1 is what you need to do to change or transform. Number 2 is what crosses you or might block or hinder you. Number 3 is what help and practical resources are available to you. So that's the people around you and the resources around you. Number 4 is what spirit or universe is trying to bring in to help you. Number 5 is outside help. So that's outside your normal environment. And number 6 is the outcome. So let's see if we can get a little bit more detail on what it is you're trying to transform. So, Six of Swords. So, this is a mental energy, and because I've just told you the anvil story, it's not lost on the fact that we have swords here, and again it's a 6. So, and what the 6 of Swords does is it does the same thing that the Pentacles does, but it provides the mental energy, the mental pathway, and channel for you to move forwards to a higher place or a better place. And it's something you have to do relatively quickly. So, and that's quite important. So you don't so it's going to take a certain amount of your own concentration and physical energy to be able to do that. So let's see. I don't believe it. So I don't know if you've looked at reading 2, but reading 2 had the Judgment card as a significator. So there might be something in there for you to that you will see or connect to. But let us move on. So Judgment. Judgment, classic sort of thing, is the wake-up call. So I guess a lot of people look at it in the sort of Christian sense of, you know, the day of judgment. But it's more than that. It's spirit or angels or guides waking you up and saying, listen, it's time, get up, get on with it, we're moving, okay? So, and its position here, I mean, actually, if that is what's sort of getting in your way, I don't think there's very much getting in your way at all. It's just kind of being able to navigate the channel away from and through. And funnily enough, I don't think it's so much away from something. I think it's just moving on. That's the kind of energy I get from this. There's no sort of, there's nothing there that's sort of holding you back. Or if there is, then put it to the back of your mind, because now is time to travel forward. So this is what's here to help. From your locale, if you like, from your environment. So with this sword energy, we are balancing the energies between heaven and earth, okay? And the one thing with the 7, it's a kind of card of self-defense, if you like. So you're not under attack from outside, but you just want to keep yourself protected. That's kind of how it's kind of like a sort of psychic defense, if you like, mentally. But it's a very useful card in this situation. because it alerts you just to make sure that you're clear on your passage, if you like, on your journey. Because there's an imbalance between the energies, like with any odd number, with the 7, what happens is if you're not careful, you start to not see things as they really are. So it's about keeping your perspective open, clarify. That's what I'm going to say. Just make sure you clarify as you go along. So, and we have the Emperor. And this is, oh my word. So, we have a major big card. This is in the area where the universe or your guides or your spirit energy is helping you. And we have the Emperor. So he is like the father of the pack. So if you feel in any way sort of slightly unsure or lacking in confidence, I would say meditate. You might pick up messages in your dreams or when you meditate. But the Emperor here, which is numbered 4, incidentally, in the major arcana, is stability. So, and he is what brings stability over his empire. A good emperor will provide resources, will provide the structure, will provide the information that all of the empire needs to stay in balance and grow and thrive. And so, and that is the resources that are available for you from your guides and from universe. So anything you want to know, just focus and meditate on the Emperor. My word, yes. It's like having sort of the ear of, well, the head of state, basically. So, or they're whispering in your ear, telling you how to move forward. So, and the Hierophant. So, an outside help is the Hierophant. So, and the Hierophant is so in some of the classic decks, he is the Pope, but he is in the same sense that the Priestess is sort of the veiled secrets and the mysteries, etc. The Hierophant is the practical secrets. He's the counsel. He's like the balance, if you like, or the marriage of sort of church and state. So that's spirit and body, if you like. The Emperor rules the land. So he keeps the balance, if you like, of everything going there. The Hierophant provides the balance through your mind and spirit. So we have sort of mind, body and spirit here, bringing you through this change, providing you with safe passage. So, and then the outcome of that is the Three of Wands. And that's really interesting because this is leading you towards coming back to the sort of physical realm, if you like. This is leading you towards a new project or something. It's something new you're creating yourself, which when we think we started off with the blacksmith or what have you, is quite ironical. And what this does is it enables you to build on what you've already learned. So 3 is like productivity. It's the number of productivity. And if you've got 3 wands, you've got productivity in a fire energy to lead you forward. It might lead you into new areas of education. It might lead or learning, developing new skills. It might be planning to travel to a different area physically, or it might be planning to travel to a different area mentally or spiritually. So it's a great card for growth. So let's have a quick recap on this here while I pull out see if I can get all the cards out of the box. That'd be useful. Okay, here we go. So we have what we're looking at is a way out of some kind of situation which has run its course. All right, and the Six of Pentacles is what it's saying is overall you've got great balance and harmony running through this, which is providing you with the resources and the mental capacity to get yourself through this transformation. And it is very much you that's the master of this situation, because we're coming at it from the Smith's perspective. It's something you've worked on, it's something you've developed, and it's something you've created. Okay, so whatever that change or adjustment or transformation is you need to do, you have all the wherewithal to do it. So what this is saying is get on with it. Wake up. Pull yourself up. Get on with it. So, and don't be sort of like put off or whatever about doing that. You have around you great physical and so you have around you the power and the balance to be able to pull this off. Okay, you've developed all the skills you need for this, and if there's any sort of guidance or counsel you need, it's there for you here. Universe is saying you are ready to take control of this. Okay, you are in the hot seat, so pick up your scepter and orb and get on with it, or whatever this is he's holding. Let's have a look at that. And then when you've done that, you have the opportunity to develop a new project, or develop a new skill, or even make plans to move on further via this situation. And this says round and round, and it's a very pretty card, and I love it because it's like a sort of spiral. It's like it's kind of sort of unrolling and then kind of rolling up again, and it makes me think to a certain degree of if you think about hermit crabs, and I don't know why I'm thinking of hermit crabs, but I am. So there we are. So if you think of a hermit crab, every time it sort of grows to a certain size, it outgrows its shell. It doesn't make its own shell, okay? It just moves round and till it finds another one. It goes house hunting, if you like. It's a very practical crab, the hermit, and then moves in and leaves the other one behind, okay? So, and it's kind of, it's almost as if this is what this here is saying that you've got to do, because this is what you've been working towards. And the other thing, so round and round, it is kind of like the cycle of events, you know. You smelt your metal, you put it in the whatever, the clay block, to make to melt the metal to make the sword, and then once you've done that, then you pound and pound and pound and shape that sword, and then sharpen it, and then it goes, and then off it goes, and then you get another bit of it and you start again. And it's kind of like this is the cycle, and each time you do that, with each sword you become a better blacksmith. You become better at creating that magic, which is your craft, and this is all part of the growing, the balance, and then the shifting in balance, and then the moving on. But you're being awakened to that wisdom, and it might be you decide like next time I'm going to make a flashier sword, whatever, but the opportunity's there for you. So so keep going round and round. I hope you enjoy your new shell, and I hope this reading's been of help to you. Thank you very much. And to my, obviously those who subscribe to me, but also if you've just tuned in or logged on, then I hope this reading's been of help, and I see you again. And so it's goodbye from me and from Princess. I hope she didn't disturb the readings too much. She's now asleep on my lap. Thank you. Bye-bye.